YouTube and Facebook are live. YouTube and Facebook are always the first ones off the bat. Looks like Instagram. There she is. Hi, Instagram. There you are. All right, let's get TikTok up and running. And then let's go. Yesterday, I hit publish on something that I was not sure I wanted the internet to know about me. And this morning, I am really glad I did. Good morning. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. This is your spot for real life stories, strategies, and insights into building a successful and sustainable acting career. So let me know what you are working on in your acting career today. Mr. Faust, I'm talking to you. It is Monday, July 13th. Hi, Sweet Crunch. Whoa, hi, JK. It is Monday, July 13th. Have you ever kept something to yourself because you weren't sure that you wanted it to become part of your story? That is what happened to me, because the Working Actor NYC, as it grows and lives and thrives, over a year and a half later, is expanding into all kinds of nooks and crannies of the world, and one of those is Substack. I have always loved long form writing, and there is the philosophy that I have is that there is philosophy behind the strategies for the Working Actor NYC. There's sort of deeper thought behind the tips and tricks, as it were. And I love the thought of expanding those ideas into long form writing. Substack, of course, is a clearly smart place to put that. Hi, Saul Mira. Thanks for joining me. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career. So I've started publishing essays on Substack about good morning, good to see you. Let me know what you're working on. I'm just talking about how the Working Actor NYC has now expanded onto Substack. And I published an essay yesterday that scared me. It really did scare me. Not because of the writing, whether or not the writing was good, but because of what I admitted in the middle of this essay. The essay is about that one thing. I think a lot of us have one thing that we keep to ourselves because we feel shame about it, and we think that it's holding us back, whether it's holding us back in our lives or holding us back in our careers. And so I wanted to talk about facing that one thing and how emotionally expensive it feels to deal with that one thing and move past it and see what's on the other side. For me, that one thing was alcohol. I've been alcohol-free for over a year and a half now, and I don't miss it at all. And my life exploded in ways that I did not expect when I got to the other side of that. But the thing is, like, it was vulnerable for me to put that information out into the world. But it felt that it was part of the story of saying that I think a lot of us can feel shame about something and want to get to the other side of it just to see what happens to our lives and to our careers once we get past that one thing. And so with a certain amount of trepidation, wrote it into the essay and put it out into the world. And then I hit publish. Nothing. I'm so baby brand new to Substack. Almost nobody read it. So I'm aware of who I am to the world. But I realized something. I wasn't publishing it because I need thousands of people to react, right? Hey, Zio Jewy, thank you for being here. Max Med's here. Daniel Levin is with us. Thank you for joining me here on the morning report with the Working Actor NYC. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career today. Let's talk about it. but yeah, I'm brand new on Substack. Uh, and I wasn't publishing it because I needed the thousands of people to read it, right? I was publishing it because it was true. I was publishing it because it's part of the story. I was publishing it because I am interested in contributing the philosophy behind the strategies and tips and tricks of the Working Actor NYC. And right, Max Meddy, come on. Uh, and I sort of the way I have felt about all of my content is like if one person sees it and thinks, I'm not alone, I'm not the only one, then it is worth publishing. And the same thing with this essay. I am not making this content in order to go viral and have hundreds of thousands of people know who I am or whatever. I am talking to the people in my niche. We're talking about building a successful and sustainable acting career. And it's, I'm not trying to talk to everyone. I'm trying to talk to the people who need that conversation. And that's a very different goal. I remember the first time I wrote something, I remember the first time I put out a video and it got a couple hundred views, whatever, right? Except for that one person who sent me a DM or commented and said, you have no idea how much I really needed to hear this today. That's exactly why I make content, to find that one person who just needed me to hold their hand. So I hope that resonates with someone. Denise says, man, I stayed up for 3 days just absorbing bad news from around the world and feel so hopeless. I hear you, Denise. Oh boy. You know, things are real. Things are so real out there and people are getting hurt. And I have to trust that the systems will work themselves out and that there are people who are working to activate those systems. And I have to hang on to the hope that we know the answers, because the problems are real. The problems are so huge. It's like I have to believe that with all of the problems that we're attracting with AI, that somewhere in AI is the solution. Does that make sense? And if you're talking about the bad news from around the world, like in the sense of politics, for example, I always feel as though the worse the problem gets, the bigger the solution is going to be. It's like the momentum, the pendulum of it. I have to hang on to the hope that that system is going to operate. I don't think we've broken it. I don't think we've broken it because I think too many people are activated by these similar feelings that you have, Denise, that will activate the systems and get things moving in a way that feels less hopeless, that feels more courageous, that feels more aligned with what the majority of us want. JMLL is here. Hello, I'm back. Thanks for joining me, JMLL. Minecraft classes. I love it, Karim. Thanks. I couldn't find my other glasses. I don't know where they are, but I like these. You know why I also like these? Because they had asked me if I wanted to write something on the inside of the arm. Oh, it's backwards. If you can read backwards, tell me what it says. But if somebody's going to say, hey, for $5, you can write something on the inside of your glasses. I'm going to take it. AI is shit. I can't even make me $1 million. I wasted my money by buying Claude Max and GPT Pro. Get it, Mr. Kenjiro Musashi. You make that $1 million. Get into it. I don't know that AI. Did y'all see that video of the guy asking AI how many E's there were in the word 17? And they go back and forth. And the guy at one point is like saying, no, 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 no. ChatGPT, there are 11 E's in the word 17. And ChatGPT says, oh, I see what you mean. I'm so sorry, I got that wrong. You're right. There are 11 E's in the word 17. It's like, don't put all your faith in ChatGPT, for goodness sake. We don't know. We don't know what that girl's thinking. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, Clofaherty, I'm afraid I don't speak that language, but if you have English translation, let me know what that means. Let's check in over here. Oh, oh, Michelle, go for it. Live your life. Can you name 5 countries? I certainly can. Interesting contribution to the conversation. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career. Hi, Kay. Thanks for being here. But yeah, the point of that whole story, actors spend so much time trying to appeal to everybody, but careers aren't built by connecting deeply with everybody. They're built by connecting deeply with the right people. It's why we make ourselves visible. So we work on visibility. It's why we work on relationships. That's why we build relationships. And you do find the people within those relationships that are ones that you really connect to. Whether that's a casting director or a director or a music director or a creator or a writer. And those relationships, nurture them. Check in with your people. Those are the relationships that build a successful and sustainable acting career. All right, no one's telling me what they're working on in their acting careers, but Stephanie really wants me to name 5 countries. Name your favorite 5. Well, top of the list, Australia, because that's where I'm from, and I love it. What other countries have I been to that I really love? I think my next international trip, is going to be Eastern Europe. There's like countries like Croatia. We're super interested to find out about that part of Croatia, Albania. I'm interested to know that part of the world. I loved going to Egypt. That was a real adventure. I really, really want to go on a food adventure to Italy. I did get to go on a trip to Paris, so I haven't been to France, and I just loved that. Yeah, I'm planning a little trip. I want to go to Budapest. I want to go to Croatia. I want to go to Albania. I Hi Zenya, thanks for joining me. Yeah, Eastern Europe looks really interesting to me, and I would really love to. One second, please. Hold. Not bugs. I really would love to explore that part of the world when I can get it there. Oh, thank you, Zenyar. I appreciate that. Very generous of you. Oh, nothing and not a thing. What is the difference between movies and TV? It's just the format. They're both recorded on camera, but one is played on the television set and one is played on the big screen. It's a format. Television shows tend to be 1 hour or a series. Oh, Algeria! I'm interested in Algeria too. Come on, talk about food adventures. Do you have to live in LA to have an acting career? Absolutely not. I'm originally from Australia, but I live here in New York City, and I've had a working acting career here in New York City for over 25 years. A lot of the work that I do is in theater, and almost all of the major regional theaters around the US audition in New York. But now that everything has gone online and digital and self-tapes and all of that, you can be from anywhere. What I will say is that a lot of film and television productions will only hire Jamil, sorry I don't get it, but I'm here for a testing my listening skill. Hang in there. JMLL, excuse me. Hang in there with us. I'll try to speak clearly and in full sentences. I know that when I'm trying to pick up my friends who speak Spanish and I'm trying to understand what they're saying, they never speak in complete sentences, and that throws me off. So I will try to make sure that I speak in complete sentences. So let me know how I do. But just getting back to talking about whether or not you have to be in LA, you absolutely do not have to be in LA, particularly as a lot of film and television production is moving to other parts of the country and other parts of the world. There can be a lot of local production in much smaller markets. Nashville, New Orleans, whether you're international up in Canada, a lot of production goes to Canada, a lot of production goes to London. But we have a fan here of the Working Actor NYC, a funny mom, and she's in the Houston market and books a lot of commercial work in Austin, Texas. So there is local production all across the US. And of course, the important thing to do there, if you're in a smaller market, is to make sure that the players in that market know who you are. That's why when I have coaching clients, we always work on not just craft, but also visibility and relationships and infrastructure. Those are the four things that we work on with my clients. And so particularly when you're in a small market, people have to know that you're there. So make sure that you're working on your visibility and relationships particularly if you're in a smaller market. Stephanie says, my friend wants to move to NYC. Would you recommend? 10 out of 10 recommend. I've lived here for over 25 years. I moved here from Australia. Oh, thanks, Ahmad. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you to say that. New York City is tough. New York City is not for everyone. And you have to find your corner of New York City and your place, your way to do it. I would not say it is for everyone, but for those of us who love it, we love it hard. I am in Raleigh, North Carolina. I don't know a lot about the market in Raleigh, North Carolina, although I've toured at least twice through to, gosh, what's the name of that huge touring house? Good audiences in Raleigh, North Carolina. Or is that Durham? Did I just make a faux pas by saying, I can't remember where that huge touring house is exactly. It's funny because I can see it because I have a friend who lives there, and she brought her daughter and we brought her backstage and got her to try the tiara on and blah, 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 blah. Thoughts on McGregor losing? Don't know who that is. What are we talking about? Oh, is this McGregor versus Holloway? UFC is not one of my sports. Something I know very, very little about. Everyone's asking me stuff about it. No, Stephanie's got opinions. I know nothing. It's not my area of expertise. Oh, also Brinity, Love Island. I know people are obsessed. Not something that I am not. The Love Island is not something that I am trying to watch. Please, I just finished Hacks. I watched the first episode of Rooster. The Emmy nominations came out, so I am trying to make sure that I'm aware of the shows that have been nominated, and Rooster got one nomination for Steve Carell for leading actor uh, in a comedy. So I wanted to watch at least the first episode of that. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. I don't know that it's something that I will definitely go back into. I like Steve Carell though. I'm fascinated by these actors who are able to bridge comedy and deeper material. Is that a Plycraft back there? I don't think so because I don't know what that is. Wow, everybody's asking me things. Oh, Plycraft. Oh no, that is an actual Ames lounger. It's not Plycraft. Tempura shrimp. That is an it's an actual genuine uh, uh, Ames lounger, and Herman Miller. That's what was trying to say. So I used to live tempura shrimp. But here's a funny story for you. I used to live in downtown Manhattan, and uh, one evening I was walking into the East Village, and there was a huge dumpster at the end of my street on Bleecker Street in Manhattan. And the 8-story building that was there, somebody in there was doing renovations. So there was a dumpster outside the front of this building. And as I'm walking towards it, I can see this object sticking out of it. And I'm like, that looks like an Ames lounger. As I got closer, I realized it was an Ames lounger. And I climb into that dumpster and I pull out this heavy leather and walnut chair out of a dumpster in downtown Manhattan. Luckily, it was on the top and there was nothing on top, like it wasn't dirty, but it was broken. Where the arm and the back section meet had broken. So I needed to spend about $350 on repairs for it. And a few years ago, I had to repair the leather with filler and clean it up. But yeah, that is a genuine Ames lounger that I found in a dumpster. He shouldn't have been allowed into the UFC after what he did. I hate Love Island. Oh my God. But it's so huge. Like people are so fanatic about Love Island, Stephanie. It's like people get so obsessed with it. The Emmys are incredible this year. Tough categories. Yeah, I'm trying to make my work through it. Hey, Lee's from Indonesia. Thanks for being here. Love it. You got an MCM vibe. Yeah. I love these MCM pieces. No, I don't care about Love Island. No, me either. Just Widow's Bay. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees, but for some damn reason they're speaking Vietnamese. Interesting. It's choices. I'm trying to make my way through the Emmy nominations. I'm probably not supposed to share that. Okay. I won't tell you why I'm making my way through the Emmy nominations, but I do have to. Oh, no. Alone called me my grandpa. How are you? Normally I get Unc, not grandpa. Uh, let's just check in. Oh, thank you. Someone called me beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to be conscientious about making sure that I'm aware of at least one episode. Thank you, Tempura Shrimp. Support. I'm trying to make my way through all of the shows that were nominated for Emmys this year because I just feel like it's important. I have traditionally been terrible about watching television, absolutely terrible, unless it was RuPaul's Drag Race. For some reason, I can keep on top of RuPaul's Drag Race, but everything else, I'm sort of I will find one show and watch it. Partly because I know what I'm like I'll get addicted to things like a television show, and I don't want to end up spending hours every day watching television. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be selective, but I figure as long as I watch at least one episode of each of these shows, I feel I feel good about my awareness of what's happening in the industry and who's doing it, right? And I also watch critically in the sense that I like to know not just what I'm watching, but who helped create it, who are the showrunners, who are the Temper Shrimp. I never watched RuPaul. I'm a bad gay, but I'm not gonna lie. Fair enough. You are not obligated. It doesn't affect doesn't affect your the status of your gay card. You still get to keep it. But I feel as though that's my sports. That's what I do get passionate about. And thankfully, my agent is the same. So my agent and I will sit there and text each other about what happened in the most recent episode. So ridiculous. Uh, um, uh, but yeah, I know the comeback. All right. So I have started to go back and rewatch the comeback. Oh, JSL Robux, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I have started to go back and rewatch the comeback because it's been renominated. Like it's season 3 is back after 30 years, which is insane. But I just want to remember why I loved watching the first season, didn't watch the second season. But this is what happens to me. Tell me if this happens to you. I watch the first season of something, I get started on the second season, and then something happens and I lose it. And then by now we're up to season 5, and I'm like, I'm too far behind. I can never catch up. Stranger Things, that happened to me. Stranger Things was the one that I was like, I love this show. I'm so into it. And then next thing I knew, it was over and I missed the last 3 seasons. Do you know what I'm saying? Ugh. I find it so hard to stay on top of things. So I'm trying to be good. If it's something like Rooster, I'll watch the first episode. I can enjoy it. I'd appreciate it for what it is. I don't have to watch the whole season. I'm not obligated. I also try to take advantage here in New York City. Temper Shrimp, where are you at in the world? Um, where I am in New York City, I do get invited. I get invited to screenings and conversations in Vegas. Cool, cool, cool. I'm not sure if they do screenings in Vegas. I knew they do them in Los Angeles, but I don't think I'm talking about the SAG-AFTRA screenings and conversations. What they'll do is they'll say, we're having a conversation with, what was that one I went to? Oh, the cast of Beef, season 2. Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan and can't remember the name of the other actors because I'm a bad actor. The name of the other actors, but they were like, we're having a conversation with the cast of Beef. And so you go to the event and they screened the first 2 episodes of Beef. And then after that, somebody moderates an interview with those cast members and the creator, and they're really fascinating and I really enjoy them. But it's also a cheap way for me to watch. Like now I can say I've seen the first 2 episodes of Beef. Not going to watch the whole series, even though I suspect that I would enjoy that. But it's a matter of timing, right? I just feel like I can't watch everything. Tempura Shrimp, and now shows are weekly again, so I can't binge. Good morning, Kelvin Laurent. Thanks for being here. This is not fashion. This is my workout gear. I put my workout gear on this morning as soon as I got up because I had a plumber coming at 6:45 to quote on some work that we need to get done. So this fashion, no, although I do support this brand, Apollo, which is from Puerto Rico. We visited Puerto Rico a few years ago, and I wanted to get some local fashion. And Apollo was Jude Sod is back. Hey, thanks for joining us, Jude. But I said it about you, not about your clothes. Aw, thank you. I try to stay aware of style, but I feel as though I'm not very good at it. Wow, some medical advice there from Zoom. I would, check that one against your doctor's recommendations. I am not here to give medical advice. Gosh, you guys have been so entertaining today, but I've been on here for, half an hour now, and um, I have to actually run through the gym and then get to an appointment. I've got 2 coaching clients today. I, uh oh, no, I can't tell about my space, and your space looks fantastic. Oh, thank you. Please note the mirror ball in the center of my living room. I really wanted a mirror ball, and so it's actually there's a light there and a light there that points straight at it. Uh, so that when we have parties, we can get the mirror ball going. Maybe I should put the mirror ball on for my lives. I don't know. What do you think? All right, friends, I support disco. Sometimes I just need to dance in my living room. That's what I do. All right, friends, I'm going to hit the road. Thank you for being here. This has been a lot of fun. And wherever you are in your acting career, keep going. I'll be right back here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. See you then. All right, friends, we'll be right back here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.